Hello everyone and welcome back to Half Magic Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is your love life for the rest of 2023. Please excuse my voice. I think I have laryngitis. I probably should not be filming this, but I wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way. So there are 4 piles to choose from. I suggest selecting the pile based on the pile marker that sparks the memory in you. So for example, I would choose pile 4. This heart that has the 2 people embracing on it, because the style of illustration on this reminds me of when I was a freshman in college and I had this whiteboard outside of my door, and I would do these like single line drawings where I would do an entire face, and I love doing those all the time. So that's what it reminds me of. I will put the timestamps in the description down below, so feel free to pause the video now to select your pile, and then let's get started. If you've selected pile 1, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, Death, and the Queen of Wands. For your Lover's Oracle cards, we got Cassette and Paradise. Okay, my pile 1. So what is your love life looking like for the rest of 2023? We're starting off your spread with the Wheel of Fortune. So immediately what I'm hearing is that you are going to have a shift in luck when it comes to your love life. I'm getting the sense that for a lot of you, you have been single for a while, or you have been really trying to recover from a breakup. And so this might come as a shock to you because you feel like you've hit the bottom of the barrel, so to speak, when it comes to your romantic prospects. Maybe you feel like you can never have a successful relationship. You can't find anyone that's not a dud. But you will feel on top of the world. And I think you will feel very shocked by this because it does feel kind of sudden that this person who's your romantic prospect comes into your life. So the 2 signs that I'm picking up strongest in this is Scorpio and Sagittarius. So the person that's coming into your life, or you, could be a Scorpio or Sagittarius, or have a prominent Scorpio or Sagittarius placement in their natal chart. I'm also getting that this is a time period that you could meet and or start dating this person, which would be the end of October through like the end of December, basically. So definitely end of year time frame, since that's what we're reading. But I'm getting that this person also maybe is someone who is well-traveled. This person could be from a different place than where you currently live. So they could be someone who was maybe born in a different country or a different city, or they just recently moved over. I'm also getting that this person could be well-known in their particular field, or they could be popular on social media or something like that. They do tend to be someone who garners a lot of attention. Like, this is the kind of person who lights up a room and people's eyes kind of naturally drift over to them. Now, we follow up that in your spread with this 9 of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles. And I really think that this is the energy that you've currently been in. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, you could be a Capricorn or have a prominent Capricorn placement in your natal chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But I'm getting that because you have been injured in love in the past. And that's what the 9 of Wands is all about. It's about this feeling of injury, of being wounded. Because of that, you have become very vigilant about who you will allow to be close to you, which is one of the reasons why you feel like your love life has been stagnant or dead, or you just feel like, I don't know if it's ever going to happen for me. I feel like everyone just wants to hurt me. And because of that, because of this singleness and this refusal to let anyone through your boundaries if they do not meet the criteria that you need, you have been really putting a lot of time and effort into your own self-development. So maybe you've taken up hobbies. Maybe you've done really well at work or at school. Maybe you've put in time to do things that just make you feel happier being in your own life. You've learned to romanticize certain aspects of your life. You've learned to put in all of that care that maybe you were putting in towards your romantic partners back into yourself. And realizing that you can do all of these things for yourself, I think, has also helped you really maintain those boundaries and not fold when maybe you're lonely, just because you don't want. It's better to maybe have a temporary sense of loneliness and be overall more fulfilled and more happy than allow someone into your life that drains you and takes away that level of independence that you work so hard to create after being heartbroken, after being hurt. And I think it's this level of self-assuredness that you needed to make a reality before the universe deemed it okay for you to have a new person enter your life. Because I think if maybe you were repeating old patterns, or if you were still just letting anyone in to fill that void without thinking about, are they actually doing anything for me other than, stressing me out? I think having that clarity is what allows you to enter and maintain a healthy relationship. And that's coming through in this next card here, which is death. So if you look at this card, the rabbit is facing the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So this part of you is dying. This is no longer going to be the focus in your love life, whereas before it was very necessary to get this step. But now we get to emerge on the other side as this Queen of Wands, which is someone who feels a lot more confident, feels very flirtatious, feels a lot more sexy and desirable. And so I think because you work so hard on yourself, maybe you've built your self-esteem up, I think throughout the rest of the year, you are going to find it much more easy to maybe flirt and have fun with people and kind of put yourself out there a little more when it comes to dating and romance. Now, I don't really see a specific person playing a huge role. Like I said, I do think there could be, a Sagittarius or a Scorpio person who maybe fits some of those characteristics that I said before, but I'm not getting that you are going to be like in a relationship or dating by the year's end. And I also don't think that's necessarily what you want. It seems like you are more in the mood to socialize and kind of see what's out there because you've learned not to tie yourself down to someone who is maybe not great for you. So really, your love life for the rest of the year, I see you opening yourself back up to the possibilities of love and feeling a lot more secure in yourself as you're doing that. I see you maybe having some flirtations, going on a few dates, having a little bit of fun, but not taking anything too seriously. And that's also coming through in the pile marker that you selected. So on the back of this card, it says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events of your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So this, to me, is almost an exact iteration of going from this Nine of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and having the death transformation into the Queen of Wands, because you needed this Nine of Wands. You needed this feeling of woundedness, of feeling hurt, of feeling like you can't trust anyone in order to stop yourself from trying to just place anyone into this void and learn how to fill it up for yourself first. So that way you can stick to those higher standards as you go back out and start dating again. Your first love oracle card says cassette. On this card it says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So I think this is where you were at, or what your relationships were like before you kind of took this break, where maybe you continued to go into these patterns, or you felt like you were always kind of begging for the bare minimum, or you were begging for the same thing, where you were just maybe very obsessive about people that you had just met because you just wanted to be liked. But it never occurred to you to think, do I actually like this person? And on the flip side, the second love oracle card we have here is Paradise, which says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness and enjoying each other. And I really think that goes with this Queen of Wands energy, because the Queen of Wands is someone who is very playful. And so again, I do see you really enjoying maybe flirting with people, being in the presence of other people, going on dates with people, but also not taking it too seriously, treating it like a little vacation in paradise. You know, maybe one day you might entertain the idea of moving to the island, but right now you're just going to enjoy it for what it is. And I think that's a big improvement from maybe this previous version of yourself who would be hung up on something for months or weeks or years, or kind of be begging someone to choose you. And so I think that's a really positive turn for you, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun, my pile one. So congratulations. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 2, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the Fool, the Four of Pentacles, the Moon, the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. For your love oracle cards, we got Clock and Girl Talk. All right, my pile 2. So what is going on in your love life for the rest of 2023? This pile definitely feels like maybe you already have a crush on someone, or you will be developing a crush on someone too. But this is not someone that you are currently dating. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we start off the spread here with the Fool, and this is all about kind of looking forward, starting on a new journey. So again, for a lot of you, I feel like maybe this might be someone you already have a crush on, but if it is, it's someone who has relatively recently entered your life, or you met them recently. For others of you, I see you meeting this person soon, and the person in particular could be an Aquarius. I'm also picking up on Pisces here. So they could be an Aquarius or Pisces, or have a prominent Aquarius or Pisces placement in their natal chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But I'm getting that this person has a very like artistic vibe. Maybe they're a musician, or like a writer, a poet, something like that, or they just seem like they would be. Definitely, I'm getting they're a little bit like countercultural. They're not exactly the same as most of the people that you run into, and maybe that's one of the reasons why you are attracted to them, because maybe you yourself are not very usual, and so you're drawn to this person because they seem like they have kind of a deeper spiritual understanding than the average person, or they're just more enlightened, or more artistic, more creative, more open-minded than the people that you are used to being around. And for a lot of you, I think that you are kind of immediately very drawn to this person. You probably like meet them and then go home and stalk them on social media immediately. You think about them a lot. You can't wait to talk to them, things like that. But I'm also getting that maybe for some of you, you are very shy, or for others of you, you're a little bit like traditional. So for example, if you're a woman, maybe you don't really believe in making the first move, which I respect if it comes to like a man. So I'm getting that with the Four of Pentacles and the Moon here, that you are really keeping these emotions hidden, because the Four of Pentacles is all about keeping things to yourself. And with the Moon, this is also about hidden emotions. So again, I think that you are really not revealing this. You're definitely not letting this person in. You are just kind of secretly obsessing over them. And if you look at the last 3 cards here, we go from the Moon, the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. And if you look at the Moon, it's kind of facing away from this ace, this cup that's being offered. And so I think for a lot of you, you kind of feel like this person is not noticing you, or not recognizing that you like them. And maybe that is the case. Maybe they're oblivious to these like very secret clues that you think are giving them, because they're just not obvious enough. But I see you really trying to make an effort to speak to them more, or to capture their attention, and them maybe being like indifferent. And not necessarily because they don't like you, but because they just have not they have not fallen as deeply as you have. And I think maybe this person is just a little bit more measured when it comes to romantic stuff anyway. But I would say I don't think that you should give up hope, especially with the love oracle card here being clock, because it says needs time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. So I think that this might be a thing that starts off very slow. So maybe it's like a friends to lovers situation where you actually are kind of obsessed with them the whole time, but it takes them a while to really reciprocate or act on that. Or maybe they just feel like they want to get to know you more before they ask you out or before they really develop a crush on you. And so again, I do see you really making the effort to try to spend more time around this person, to speak to them more, to learn more about them. But ultimately, I think for the rest of the year, it gives you this 10 of Wands energy, which is the card of feeling like you are just constantly thinking about this person. You're obsessing over whether they like you or not. You're not sure. You don't know how to feel. Sometimes you think you're very close to them liking you. Sometimes you feel like they don't like you at all and you've been foolish and you've done all of this stuff for no reason. So I see you really going back and forth on what to do about this situation. And I think that you should, in this particular situation, is kind of just accept where things are at now. Because I'm kind of a big proponent of if they wanted to, they would. So I think when this person is ready, if this person is ready to date you, they will make that known in some way. And so in the meantime, I wouldn't stress myself out trying to make it happen, because at the end of the day, you don't really want someone who you had to like trick or beg into liking you anyway, right? So you want them to want to be with you enthusiastically. And like I said, I'm not saying that it's impossible here, because with the clock, I do think there is potential with this person, but I don't think it's going to happen for you within the next 4 months, 3 months that we have left in the year. And I think that message is echoed in the pile marker that you selected. On the back of this, it says acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So instead of being in this 10 of Wands feeling of suffering, wondering if you're ever going to get there with this person, just accept things as they are, which I know is way easier said than done, because I have definitely been in similar situations in the past. I know how it is. But I think ultimately it will make you feel more at peace than trying to control this other person and their feelings. So, as I said, your first love oracle card is clock, which is all about taking time. So again, for some of you, I do see the potential for the relationship to actually take off after this year, but again, it would still take time. So are you willing to wait that long? For others of you, I think that this might be a message of, you will heal from this crush, because a crush is really a lack of information, right? Eventually, you will realize that this person is not the fantasy that you've made in your mind, and it will be easier for you to move on. The second love oracle card here is Girl Talk, which says time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, and having fun. So this one really has two messages for me. I feel like for half of you, this is you talking your friend's ear off about this person. You will not shut up about your crush on them and the interactions that you've had. You go over and over again, in your mind and with your friends. For others of you, I see this as you kind of, if you decide to move on, you realizing that you were in love with the fantasy that you had made up, or you had a crush on the fantasy that you had made up, and then deciding that you are happy with the other ways to occupy your time and fill your life, like your friendships or going out and having fun. So it's really on you. I do feel like this crush is the definite here. How you react to her, how you deal with it for the rest of the year, or what happens next year is up to you. So thank you for tuning in, my pile twos. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 3, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the 4 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Sun, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Swords. For your love oracle cards, we got engagement ring and heart with a key. All right, my pile 3s. So what is going on in your love life for the rest of 2023? So we start off your spread here with the 4 of Cups. So what I'm hearing is that for a lot of you, you have been very bored in your love life for a while. You feel like there has been no movement, nothing going on, no one to capture your attention. You feel like all the options you have kind of suck. No one makes your heart skip a beat. But the good news is that that's followed up by the 10 of Swords, which is a card about endings and mindset shift. And so it feels like this period of boredom ends suddenly, and then you are kind of catapulted into this Sun energy, which is the happiest card in the tarot. And it's also a very youthful energy. And the overall feeling of this pile is very much like puppy love, like feeling like honeymoon phase, being in love for the first time. And so I do see you finding someone who just makes you feel so happy, who you feel like you can be yourself around, who you can let loose like a little kid, someone who kind of helps you heal your inner child, and someone that you feel comfortable being silly around. And I'm getting with the last 2 cards here, this Page of Cups and this Page of Swords, that this is you and the person that is coming in for you. So one of you could be a water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Another one of you could be an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or maybe either of you have a water or air sign in a prominent placement in your natal chart, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But with the Page of Cups here, I'm getting that one of you is very sensual, very sensitive, romantic, probably an animal lover, someone who I just heard enjoys reading. So maybe one of you is a reader or you like romance novels. And I'm getting the sense that this Page of Cups person is going to be the one who is maybe interested in the other person first, or the first one to kind of express something. And the Page of Swords here is someone who is probably very introverted, also very smart, so they could also be a book reader. Maybe that's something that you bond over. Maybe you meet them at like a bookstore or a book club or something like that. And this person is a very good like speaker and communicator, and I see them maybe enjoying writing, or they could be a student or be in academia in some kind of way. I'm also getting that this person can be a little bit moody in comparison to the other one. It's very much like golden retriever, black cat kind of energy. Like one of you is very sweet and soft and cute and cuddly, and the other one's maybe more like intimidating looking or has more intimidating vibes. But you two are so drawn together for whatever reason. And with both of you being pages here, I'm getting that people who are watching this pile could be on the younger side. So for example, maybe you're a teenager or in your early 20s. So this could even be like your first love or your first serious romantic relationship. For others of you, I'm just getting that you really feel youthful and you feel like you can be free and be loose and be childish and more playful than you have been in your previous relationships. Or maybe you were bogged down with this feeling of like having to take care of everything or have all the emotional labor on your shoulders. This person really gives you room to be yourself, because both the Page of Cups and Page of Swords are also marked by this sense of curiosity about the world, about the things around them. And so I think together you are the kind of couple who will definitely encourage each other to try new things. So again, I think that by the end of the year, you will have met this person, and this really stagnant area of your love life is suddenly going to transform, and you're going to really, really happy about it. On the back of the pile marker you selected, it says, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And so I think for a lot of you, when you first meet this person, you are maybe a little bit confused because it's been so long since you've maybe had someone to have a crush on, or you really like someone. And so you're like, I don't know why I'm feeling all these warm, fuzzy things inside. And so you kind of have to take a step back and be like, oh, I actually really like this person. Like, I want to be with them. And admitting that obviously can be very scary, especially if you are used to being alone or kind of being disappointed by what's out there. And so you're really being encouraged to, kind of put aside those fears and continue to focus on what draws you so much to this person, how much fun you have with them, how free you feel around them. Your first love oracle card is Engagement Ring, which says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So for a very, very select few of you, I'm getting that this could be a very whirlwind romance. You could even be like engaged by the end of the year. For others of you, I'm taking this a little less literally. I would just say that this is about stepping into commitment with this person. So I do see you kind of locking it down, so to speak, defining the relationship, saying that you are in a committed partnership, being, together. And with the second love oracle card, we have Heart with a Key, which says welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect, which I think just summarizes everything. Again, for a lot of you, I think that this is definitely a very significant love in your life. This could even be your soulmate, but I do see this as someone that you will be with for an extended period of time, and someone that really opens your heart to the possibilities of love and makes you feel a lot more tender, a lot more open to the world around you. And it's just a very beautiful relationship. So congratulations, my pile threes. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 4, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the King of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. For your love oracle cards, we got Seduction and Mirror. All right, my pile 4s. So what is going on in your love life for the rest of 2023? This is a very interesting pile because there's really a sense of duality here, and that's coming through in the middle card in your spread, this 2 of Pentacles, which is a card that is all about balance and finding the worth and value in two, maybe not opposing, but two contrary, separate forces. And so in particular for my pile 4s, I'm getting that this is between a new romantic partner and your friendships and these other areas that you have in your life. So if you look on the left side of this 2 of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So I'm getting that the King of Wands is a potential romantic prospect coming in for you. This person could be a Leo or have a prominent Leo placement in their natal chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But this person is probably very attractive, very fun to be around, can be very charismatic, probably very funny, someone that you would definitely want at your party or your birthday party. They tend to light up a room, and so I think you're drawn to this person because they kind of impress you by how interesting they seem to be. And they are very good conversationalists, I think, because they are so charismatic. And that's really coming through in the second card here, this Ace of Swords, which is them kind of approaching you and wanting to talk to you and trying to start communication with you. And with the Ace of Swords here, I do think that this is someone that you have not really known. Maybe they've been on the periphery of your friend group, someone that you've heard been being talked about like in passing, but not someone that you were really like well acquainted with until maybe you meet in a social setting, and then this person really tries to make an effort to get to know you more and talk to you more frequently. And I think that you are definitely open to this because, as I said, I think this person is probably very handsome or beautiful, very charismatic, someone that you can see yourself having a lot of fun with. But it does seem also that for a lot of people in this pile, you are hesitant to jump all in with someone. Maybe in the past you have been the kind of person who, once you meet someone you're attracted to, you become like immediately obsessed with them and they consume all your thoughts. But you're really trying to take a more measured approach to your love life. You're trying to not let it consume you. You're trying to know that you have other things to focus on. You have other important relationships, platonic, familial, that you have. This person will not be your end-all be-all. And so I think you, even though you're definitely open to this person, you are kind of holding them at a distance, I think, for the rest of the year. After you meet them, you are not rushing in to kind of commit yourself to them until you feel like they have proven themselves. So on the other side, I'm getting that you are, as I said, trying to find the balance between maybe entertaining this person and then maintaining your independence and maintaining your friendships with this 10 of Pentacles and this 3 of Cups, because the 3 of Cups is really a card that's about friendship. It's about celebrating with your friends, going out with your friends, finding time to celebrate the other things in your life. And with the 10 of Pentacles, this is a reminder about family, about all that you have accomplished and made for yourself, your home, your job, your career. And so I think you just have other things to focus on. You've got, work, you've got friends. You're not going to postpone your life or stop doing the things that you normally want to do in order to, make this person feel more comfortable. You would rather, continue having the life that you have and see if this person is a good fit for it or not, which I think is a very healthy approach to take to a relationship. So I think that this is really nice. It's, you like someone, but you're not willing to completely sacrifice yourself like maybe you have been in past relationships. And this is also all coming through in the pile marker you selected. On the back of this, it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So this is kind of your philosophy that we can still be close, we can still get to know each other, but I am not going to put all of my eggs in one basket because I have so many other things to be grateful for, so many other relationships to foster. I have so many other aspects of my life besides you, which is not a rude thing to do because, I feel like there are a lot of people who will get into relationships and all their friends never hear from them. And then when they break up, they try to come back and it's like, no, it's not the same because you haven't talked to me for 7 months, So I think it's very important to maintain this sense of independence and be a whole person outside of the relationship. Your first love oracle card is seduction, which says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and third-party interference. So this really goes with the left side of that 2 of Pentacles to me, the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This new person coming in for you, who I said is probably extremely attractive. So I do see you, again, being attracted to them, maybe being seduced by them, flirting, going on a few dates, hooking up. Definitely being very interested in this person. And with the second love oracle card, we have mirror, which says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, and introspection. So I think this goes with the right side of the 2 of Pentacles, this 10 of Pentacles, and this 3 of Cups, because to me, this mirror really is about self-reflection and needing the space away from your partner in order to kind of decide if they are improving your life or not, because you probably have friends who do so much for you and you would not tolerate maybe them treating you in a really flippant manner. Or if your friend said, oh, my partner isn't treating me well, you would be like, why don't you just leave them? So I think it's really important to have that balance and to have friendships to have a sounding board with, and to have other aspects of your life that are important to you that you can always fall back on and come back to, so that way you don't become dependent on this person. And I think that's maybe something that you have considered, and why you are specifically implementing this separation and deciding that, you are not going to jump all in. You are going to take your time to see if you really feel like this person would be an improvement to your life or not. So that's very cute. Congratulations, my pile fours. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care.